Hello, it's Monday the 1st of February and I'm going to go through another topic lesson with you today. So I'm just going to share my screen. So we know that our big question is what makes a good leader, and today we're really going to be thinking about that a lot more because our lesson is all about a Roman leader. So remember back to our very first topic lesson. We had Mrs. Scriven, Mrs. Baker, Mrs. Lane. They invaded our classrooms and took things that we needed, which were our chairs. It was okay at first, but soon it got annoying and uncomfortable, and we had to ask for them back. And we thought about how that linked to the Romans and how they invaded Britain. And they came obviously because there were things that they wanted to take. So we've already said that it's useful to have someone in charge of a group. But we thought about how Boudica took control and she led lots of tribes so they could try and battle against the Romans, and it was good that she took control and tried to do that. But there are different ways that we can be in control and take control. So these are two of our topic vocabulary words. We've got democracy and dictatorship. And we've already said earlier in the topic that a democracy is where people are able to have a vote and vote on making decisions. Whereas a dictatorship, we've got that grumpy person pointing his finger. He's being really bossy and making all the rules. Okay. Now, here are also some other leadership styles. So which do you think would be good for a successful leader? So have a look at what it says at the bottom of each one. We've got do what I tell you, come with me. People come first. What do you think? Do as I do now, and try this. Okay, so thinking about what each one actually means. Do what I tell you is basically like a dictatorship, isn't it? We've got one person telling other people what to do. So that is obviously a negative. That's not a good way of leading. Come with me, though. That gets two smiley faces. It's a really good way of leading people because not only are you being respectful towards them, but you're sharing your idea. And you're inspiring people to come with you on that journey. That's why we've got these kind of mountains. So you're going on the journey together and you're going through whatever task it is, you're doing it together. Okay, so that's a really good leadership style. Then we've got people come first. Obviously, that's positive because you're showing that you're respecting the people that you're leading and you're listening to their opinions and ideas. What do you think? Again, that's a positive because you're showing that you respect the people you're leading. You're listening to their rights and you're understanding that you're responsible for showing that you're caring about those people. Do as I do now. Well, that's another negative because imagine, if you were doing something not very sensible and you were getting other people to do it too, that's not a good leadership style. Okay. And then try this. We've got a picture of obviously of kind of like a teacher because that's the kind of thing that teachers do. They show you how to do something and then you try it. And so maybe when you're helping your learning partners, you might show them what to do or explain to them what to do and they have a go. Okay, so these ideas are useful when we're doing group work as well. So it's not just about leaders who we might think are really important and nothing to do with us. It's actually ideas that we can use all the time. So if you're supporting your learning partner, you might be thinking about going with them on their journey. So you might be showing them what to do and doing it together. So you're both in it together. Or you might be showing them how to do it and letting them try it. Okay, so lots of ideas there that we can use. Right, so today we're going to learn about a Roman leader and his name is Caesar. Caesar was a Roman emperor. So I'm going to read you a story and you're going to think about these 4 questions. So what was he like? How did he rule? And was he a responsible leader? And then how did he look after his people's rights? And maybe did he look after his people's rights? Okay, so I'm going to stop sharing my screen so that you can see the story that I am going to read. So the story here is called Big J. It's a bit of a young story, but it's quite good for explaining to us about Caesar. So here we go. Let's move a little bit. We've got Big J. I'm not just J, I'm Big J. Big J was number 1. Hooray for Big J. I like being number 1, he thinks. Big J is the best. He beat up pirates. I hope you can swim, pirate. Help! He pushed out the people he didn't like. I'm number one, go. Anything you say, Big J. He took new lands. This is our land now. I have been conquered, says the man down on the floor. And more new lands. All this is ours. How did you do it, Big J? I came, I saw, I conquered, he says at the top there. Big J helped his friends. Here's some money for you. Thanks a lot, Big J. I hope he has something for me. He gave people better houses. What a lovely new house. Big J told us to build it. There we go. And lots of food. Get your bread here. Big J's bread is best. And great games to watch. Why are we fighting? Big J told us to. The crowds like it. There you go. Big J was everywhere. Cool, such nice eyes. Lovely hair. Is Big J getting too big? So this chap's starting to wonder. Maybe Big J's getting a bit too big. His name was everywhere. What month is it? Big J month, July. Okay. His face was everywhere. Whose face is on the coin? Big J's, of course. Then Big J said he was number one forever. I am now number one forever and ever. Great idea, Big J. Forever? Says the man. His friend Brutus was not pleased. I'm not pleased. Big J has changed. Brutus and his gang said Big J was too big. Big J is too big. He's like a god. I'm not at all pleased. Not impressed there. And they were not his friends anymore. Big J is not my friend anymore, nor mine. They had a wicked idea. We must do something. What about a plot? What a wicked idea. There they are. Wonder what they'll do. Big J came to a meeting place. Good morning, Big J. Hello, everyone. How are you, Big J? He looked so pleased with himself. I'm so pleased to see you. So are we. He turned to his friends. Hello, Brutus. Hello, friends. Good to see you. And his friends turned to him. Good to see you too, Big J.